over to our next speaker. And I'm going to bring her out right now, Miss Terrica Wright. Terrica, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Before you get started, I want to tell everyone about you just to give you an idea of who Terrica is. She's a graduate of Frederick Douglass High School and the Tuskegee University. And she embarked on an entrepreneurial journey at 25, okay, after leaving her corporate job. She has successfully founded and managed multiple brands, including the Reading and Writing Advisory and Terrica Wright Real Estate. Terrica is passionate about guiding women through life's transitions and helping them tap into their God-given potential. Through her latest initiative, Letters from Terrica and Friends, she shares practical tools for spiritual wellness and achieving personal growth. So, everyone, get ready to be inspired to overcome obstacles and live your best life under Terrica's guidance. Terrica, I'm going to hand over the floor to you, okay?
Thank you so much, Sophia. Hello, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. And in the chat, if you can hear me and we're all good, just let me know that we're all good and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay. I see we've got a few people on today. Thank you again for having me, honey. I Am Change is easily one of my favorite. We're all good. It's one of my favorite conferences. Nancy is one of my favorite people. So anytime she calls, you can bet that I'm gonna come running. Okay. So I am so excited to be here. Now, before we get started, I am an Atlanta girl. Okay, but I just want y'all to one time for the attire today. We are going global. So I decided to pull out my global attire. I don't know if you all can see this, but I don't have very yes, I don't have very many African attire, African, but this is my favorite African dress. And so anytime I get an opportunity, I'm like always like, let me put this on. So today was a special opportunity to put on this attire. So thank you again. All right, y'all. So if you've heard me speak, then you know how I get down. I had a script. I had notes that I was going to speak from. And this morning, you know how God does. God will have you to tear the script. He will have you to throw the script away. So I was obedient, and I'm sitting there this morning. If you know me, you know I love me some Starbucks. So I was having my morning cup of coffee, and I got the download that I needed for this afternoon. So today, my job is to speak to you all about your emotional wellness, right? Your spiritual and your emotional wellness. And I told Nancy I was going to give 5 effective keys to managing your emotions and creating the life of your desire. Now, one thing about it, one thing I love about God is that God will never allow for me to teach on anything that I myself have not experienced. So God put me through a test this morning. Okay, are you with me? If you're with me, go ahead and let me know you're still here. And so this morning, you know how it is. I'm having my cup of coffee. I'm journaling. And this morning, I was actually complaining in my journal. Okay. So usually I use my journal to thank God. I use my journal to write out, some of my desires. And then I even use my journal as a means to, just kind of write out my to-do list. But this morning, I was complaining. So I went on to Instagram, and you know how it is. You're just scrolling on Instagram. And how many of you all have been in a situation where you see your favorite but not so favorite influencer? Come on, you all know what I mean by that. We're talking about our emotions right here today. We see your favorite but not so favorite. If this is your favorite but not so favorite, then you know what it is. It's the person that infuses or invokes or provoke. That's the word we're going to use. It's the person that provokes jealousy. Because come on, anytime a jealous feeling, or even if some of us may not even like to use the word jealous. Some of us may, use the word any time that you feel the need to critique, anytime that you feel the need to kind of give a little snarly comment when you see a person, this person hadn't even done anything to you. But it's just when you see them, we're talking about emotions here. When you see them, you go, he not all that, or she not all that, or they do too much, or whatever that emotion is. I believe that these people are sent to us divinely by God. Oh, you guys, I think I was just interrupted. Okay.
You're
Sophia.
still good. We see you. You are still good. And we are writing down notes. Go ahead,
Okay.
Terrica.
Okay. I put my phone on do not disturb. You know how folks is. They'll keep on calling till they get in, child. So just bear with me, y'all. But I believe that the people that provokes jealousy inside of you are divinely sent by God. And so your first point today is, write this down, jealousy is your GPS. We're talking about your emotional wellness, and how to effectively manage, keys to effectively manage your emotions. Your jealousy is your divine GPS. And the reason why I thank the Holy Spirit for this download, y'all, I couldn't have come up with this stuff by myself, right? But oftentimes we don't like to even consider jealousy. The first thing we love to do is we love to go, I'm not jealous of anybody. I'm not envious of anybody. But you all, I want us to dispel the thought process that jealousy is just so bad. Jealousy is bad when you act upon it in a negative way. But jealousy is it's a very natural emotion. And from here on out, I want you to understand that it's divine. I'm reminded of the story of Hannah and Peninnah in the Bible. Sometimes I mispronounce. I'm from Atlanta, y'all. So I'm kind of country. I'm going to mess up a name. I don't like it. But Hannah and Peninnah, or Hannah and Peninnah. I heard this message from a girlfriend months ago. Her name is Ebony King. And at the time, the message didn't really hit the way that it hit today, right? So in the Bible, Hannah and Peninnah, they were the wives of a particular king. I can't even pronounce his name. But Hannah was the first wife. And from what we could see, they had been married for I don't know how many years. But she could not, they thought she was barren. She couldn't bear any children. So here comes Peninnah, she's the second wife, and she just popping out babies left and right. How many of you know that God will send people to disrupt your comfort, right? And when God sends people to disrupt your comfort, and it makes you feel a little bit jealous. I'm not saying that Hannah was jealous of Peninnah, but Peninnah was able to do what Hannah could not do, right? And so because Hannah every single day had to see this agitator, Hannah every single day had to see this woman who could produce seemingly what she could not, it sent Hannah into a place that she had never been. Hannah began to cry out to God like never before. Right. So again, with the jealousy becoming your GPS, jealousy should provoke you to cry out to God like never before. Jealousy should provoke your faith. Jealousy is the GPS. Whenever you see that someone that provokes jealousy or envy in you, it's simply that this person is the display of something that you either desire within yourself or you see within yourself, right? So here are the keys, and we're going to get to the key. So from now on, we're not afraid to say, I'm a little bit jealous of her. From now on, when we see a post where we kind of want to make a comment and we don't even know that person, Or from now on, when we see a post and we just want to keep on scrolling, from now on, I want you to pause. I want you to sit with it. Because what happened to me this morning, this particular post, when I saw it, my first immediate response was to keep scrolling, because I didn't want to have to see someone else operate in a light that I myself desire, right? It invoked insecurity, right? It invoked insecurity into me, all these things. So I just wanted to keep scrolling, because I'm like, I don't want to give any negative, I don't want to get any negative vibes, so to speak, into this particular thing, right? But I felt the Holy Spirit, I felt the conviction come over me and said, stop right there. Now, remember, my day was already started. I was already kind of crunchy. I told y'all I was journaling, but I was complaining. And so when you're already in that spirit of things, it's easy for you to miss when God is speaking to you. So I could feel the Holy Spirit say, stop right there. And instead of running by, okay, they say I got 5 minutes. All right, here I go. And instead of running by this particular post, I read the caption. And the caption was exactly the very thing. It was the very thing that I was complaining about in my journal. So your jealousy is it's a divine revelation. It's your GPS if you allow it to be. So here are your 5 keys for managing this emotion, the common emotion of jealousy and envy, right? 5 keys to managing them. The first thing that you want to do is you want to stop in your tracks. When you feel the emotion of jealousy or envy, whatever that is, you want to stop in the middle of your tracks and you want to ask yourself, what is it about this particular thing or person that's causing you to feel this way? And when you pull out and you get to the root, oh, this person has this, and this that I desire for myself, then that's the first step. Right. And then the second key to managing emotions and creating, because we're still talking about creating the life you want. Anyway, jealousy, again, is a depiction of the life that you want, right? So the second key is gratitude. After you acknowledge what this person has that you don't have, then you want to begin to thank God for what you already have, right? You want to begin to raise your vibration to now feel good about this person and about what they have, because if God is showing it to you, if God is sending synchronicities, and if God is sending you people that is the mirror or the display of what you want, then you got to know that you're in the neighborhood, that God is in the neighborhood, and that you're close. The third thing you want to do is you want to begin to visualize. You want to stop your thoughts of lack, and you want to begin to visualize yourself in the space of what it is that you desire. Then the fourth key is you want to spend time with it. If it's a particular neighborhood you want to stay in, y'all, I'm a real estate agent. So begin to ride that neighborhood. If you can, take a tour of the property. If it's a car you want to go to the dealership without any money, and you want to begin to spend time, ask for a test drive. And the fifth thing is, once you've done all 4 of these things, then you want to get busy and you want to begin working on producing the thing in your life. All right, that's it. I think I finished in my time.
Look, I forgot that I was hosting. I was over here typing away, writing these notes out, because that is so powerful what you just said. Jealousy is something that we all deal with. We are, as much as we want to be perfect women and women of God, we we all suffer from jealousy. And what you just said is truly the grace of God. And I'm glad that you didn't go with your notes today, is because God is love, and and that emotion, God put it there. A lot of times God put it there. All right. So I really want to appreciate you, Terrica. Where can people find you on social media?
You all can find me on Instagram at Terrica Wright _. And more importantly, you guys, my online community, it's a faith-based personal development community on Facebook. It's a private Facebook group. Look for it. It's called the High Esteem Society. Again, find us on Facebook in our private group. It's called the High Esteem Society. That's my new baby, and I am in love with it. That's where I spend most of my time.
And if I'm correct, because I follow you on the High Esteem Society's Instagram page as well, and I'm gonna have to follow on the Facebook page.
I know
Thank
I've been
you,
playing
Terica.
Instagram.
Please send these the notes over to Nancy, and so that we can share it with everyone on the platform. Take care of yourself. Whew, that was really incredible. I always love it when speakers